According to a recent report from The Atlantic, Republicans are actually seizing on the opportunity that has been placed in front of them, which of course is a very rare thing for Republicans to do. Now, this opportunity just happens to be the chance to distance themselves from Donald Trump. And of course, they're able to do this because Trump, as we all know, when Russia invaded Ukraine, came out and said, hey, this is genius what Putin's doing here. Maybe we ought to do it on our southern border. And then, of course, in interviews since then, he has repeatedly refused and failed to fully denounce what is happening at the hands of Russia in Ukraine. So this report from The Atlantic says that Republicans are loving this because they finally get the opportunity, since it's popular, to break with Donald Trump on something and perhaps create a little distance between them. Here is what Representative Steve Chabot, Republican from Ohio, said. There's zero support for Putin. Representative John Katko, Republican from New York, agreed, saying, we're generally united in a mission to help Ukraine as much as we can. It's kind of inspiring. It makes you feel good. Then The Atlantic went on to point out, many Republicans seem quite happy, eager even, to use Ukraine as a way to distance themselves from Trump. In normal times, many of them have had difficulty mustering the will to challenge the former president when they might want to, given how much political power he wields. But in this particular case, questioning GOP figurehead is safe. On Ukraine, Trump has been out of step with most Americans. He was also at the time out of step with most Americans when he started his voter fraud claims. In fact, he's still out of step with most Americans on those claims. So where's the distance there, right, guys? Where are you denouncing that? What about all of the other horrendous things he did as president, right? The trade war with China, the vilifying of our allies in Europe, you know, the Capitol riot. None of those did it. Like, not condemning Putin is the line in the sand for these Republicans, right? That is what finally made you be like, okay, well, hold up now. We got to take a minute here because he's not willing to condemn the actions of a madman that he has praised not just during the invasion, but repeatedly in the past. That's where they draw the line, folks. So just so you know, anything else totally fair game. Lie to the public, get us involved in a trade war with no end in sight that is still going on, for the record. Piss off our allies in Europe, insult them, make outrageous claims about NATO that are totally false, but not condemning Putin is absolutely the final straw for these Republicans. Bullcrap, right? The Republicans don't like what's happening over in Europe right now, and they see it as an opportunity to, you know, start another war because they love war, because they get most of their money from defense contractors. Oh, excuse me, I should say defense contractors give most of their money to Republicans. So yeah, that's what this is about. It's not about being on one side or the other. It's about Republicans chomping at the bit to get some more of that sweet, sweet cash from those defense contractors who are cashing in right now on this conflict. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our Ring of Fire channel here.